morning, everybody. I love you. I hope you're waking up with a smile on your face. And if not, I hope you can gather one up before the day is out. I hope you got some good prospects for bringing joy into your day today. I hope you are anticipating a day of joy, happiness, and peace, hope, encouragement, and success. um, and by success, it doesn't always have to be monetary. Success means so many different things to so many different people. One thing I think success means for me is maintaining peace within myself, no matter what I'm facing, and also maintaining a certain level of happiness, no matter what I'm facing. That is important to me. Those are things I worked on for a long time. A lot of people might not consider those, excuse me, as big deals, but they are to me. And I'll tell you why. I've experienced a number of difficulties throughout my life. And, excuse me, my response to those things were not always the best. And I didn't like that feeling of being out of control. I just didn't care for that. And if there was a way in which I could have peace and deal with things that were less than desirable for my life, I would rather have peace. For one thing, I didn't even know peace was something that you could have on this planet. There's so much stuff going on every day here, so much unhappiness, so much discord, so much stress, so much strife, so much anger, so much unforgiveness, so much violence. Not to say that everything is bad, but there is a lot of that stuff going around. And we're not always in a position to change these things. And in fact, most of the time, we're not. We're not. We're not able to do anything. Maybe go help somebody out. Maybe set up a prayer if you believe in that. But what we mostly can do is control the way we handle the adversity that enters into our world. That's what we can do. But I didn't know when I was younger that peace was an option. I thought that, well, I don't know what they tell people now, but when I was growing up, I was told peace was something you got when you died and went to heaven. If you believe in heaven, but you wouldn't find peace on this planet. And as I've gotten older, I did a lot of studying about being happy and being at peace and all that good stuff. And I began to realize peace is an option. That is something we can have here. Um, we can be happy here. We can find joy here. We can find fulfillment. And it's something, once I realized that I was very happy about that. Now, I must admit, the pursuit of peace was not peaceful. Or, like they say, freedom isn't free. It literally does come with a price. Whenever we make up our minds that we want our lives to be a certain type of way, and if it goes against the norms of the society in which we live in, there's going to be a battle. So I don't say this to discourage anyone who would pursue peace or happiness or enlightenment or fulfillment. I just say that whenever we pursue these things, we have to really want them more than anything, because that's what's on track, continuing to go forward and keep pursuing them when it doesn't seem like we're really gaining anything from it, but maybe a lot of negative press, a lot of angry people frustrated with us, people don't understand us, people getting angry because we're not doing what they want us to do. And if our minds aren't made up, we will be deterred. It's not necessarily the best thing, but if we're not really full of courage and determined to make ourselves happy, we'll slip away into whatever it is they think we need to be doing. And we won't fight and we won't fuss. We just go back into our old routine. I find for myself, I've never found as much satisfaction in my life as I have since I found out that I could have peace in my life and joy and fulfillment. It's like once you pursue a thing with your whole heart, the things that are contrary to those things just start falling away from you. And that's what I found out once I started really pursuing peace. People who were not peaceful literally began to leave my world. That is the God's honest truth. They did. And the reason they left is because there was no place for them in my world anymore. Because they brought chaos with them, they brought confusion, they brought strife, they brought rebellion, they brought selfishness. And as I was not interested in being around any of those things anymore, they didn't fit in with me anymore. And so they weren't comfortable. And the one thing I do realize about people is as long as they feel comfortable being around you, they're going to stay around you if they're helping you or hurting you. But the minute we really get serious and decide that we want our lives to be a certain type of way, certain people are not going to even be able to be in our presence because we're so contrary to what their desires are, and it's just not worth it for them. So they'll go find someone else who is not necessarily the most easygoing people or person to be around for us, but for them it's a breeze, it's a cakewalk, and that's what they do. So if our landscape begins to change because we start pursuing peace, we needn't be surprised. That's how it is. And also, with the exclusion of the people who are not peaceful, we will find peaceful people, more peaceful people rather, begin to come into our lives just naturally. People you don't have to argue with, you don't have to fight with, you don't have to keep explaining yourself to. They'll just present themselves. And you have a much better chemistry with the people that come into your world. They'll have a much better chemistry with you. It'll be a very positive or much more positive environment around these people than it ever was with the other types of people. So I think that's important. And I'm much happier with my life, much, 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 much happier than I was way back then in the caveman days when I didn't know that. And since I found that out, I've been able to share that information with other people, just like you guys. And I hope um, that it's valuable news to you. And if not, then for the one or two people who are listening, are happy to hear this news, okay, well, then it's for you. So let's realize what we have a right to have. We have the right to have peace. But don't have a whole lot to say today, my people. But you are brilliant. You are excellent. You are all things good, all things wonderful, all things amazing. Be spectacular today. Be unstoppable. Be the best. Don't let your light be put out or dimmer or lowered because other people can't catch up with you and they can't take how amazing you are. Keep shining. Keep being fantastic. Have a wonderful day. I love you. And again, I'm very proud of you and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Peace.